welcome back to Ask Away Wednesday. I'm James. That's Chris, or that's Chris. Today we're going to be answering yet another question about data governance, data security. Today's question is, what is the difference between ALTR and other Snowflake data governance solutions? Christopher?
So I think this is a great question, and I think we get faced with this a lot. And the ultimate answer is we automate the existing Snowflake governance solutions, so the masking policies, the row-level access policies, and things like that. And why is that important? Why is that valuable? Well, I think you get the opportunity when you do that to address two things. You get the opportunity to address a skills gap, right? Maybe somebody's not as trained up on SnowSQL yet, or they haven't, taken one of the Snowflake certifications. And especially if you're early in your journey to Snowflake, maybe you don't have time to learn about masking policies or some of the nuances that come with row level policies in Snowflake. And so ALTR can help you automate that in a very simple and easy to use manner. And the second thing you get to address is deploying these things at scale. We've been a part of a number of opportunities and a number of our customers where deploying these things at scale takes entire teams of people where it just doesn't need to. It just doesn't need to take that many resources. If you have one kind of centralized tool like ALTR that manages, that's the source of truth for who has access to what data and how much, you take a lot of that kind of scale overhead and that friction of growing with Snowflake out of the equation.
Yeah, your answer kind of made me change mine a little bit, which is I think data governance is a large umbrella. And I think there's a lot of kind of confusion out there, in the market with what exactly is data governance. And I think it's important to denote what you just said, Chris, which is, ALTR's goal is to be the single source of truth for how users should access certain data in certain ways. And I think if you kind of keep that focus in mind when you're thinking about ALTR versus a Big ID or a Calibra or an Elation or an Immuta or any of the other kind of folks that are in this space, our sole focus is on being that single source of truth for how your users can access certain data types. There's many aspects to data governance outside that, but I think ALTR's kind of sole focus on solving that hard problem, Chris, that you articulated, is really important. This was a hard problem to do this year and year before when folks had full teams and full budgets. We've seen a number of our customers, of our opportunities, losing headcount. And so kind of getting very, very prescriptive about what it is you're trying to accomplish and picking the right tools in order to do that is really important. And I'd say one of the other major differences between ALTR and some of the other folks out there is we're waging a war on six-figure price points for solutions in 6 months of professional services. If you are being offered a tool or sold a tool that is really expensive and it's going to take you a long time to implement and learn to use, they don't have your best interest in mind. So I think that's another major benefit or kind of differentiator for ALTR is focusing on kind of that user experience, kind of making it very simple to use.
Maybe one of the other more tactical benefits is, just thinking, going back to the scale use case, you say you set up your Snowflake governance policies the way you want for one database or one account, but you're part of a large organization. We recently encountered somebody who had 9 accounts across all 3 different cloud providers that Snowflake offers. How do you make that portable across all of those accounts and all of those deployments? That's something that ALTR also provides value with. Just again, adding a couple extra decimal points onto that scale use case. So I think there's a number of different ways that ALTR provides value on top of the already existing Snowflake features.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the software that we buy, which we've got a very technical team and a very distributed business. I can't think of the last time we spent 6 figures on a piece of software, whether it's for a dev tool, a marketing tool, anything, right? So I think that's really honing in on that kind of price per outcome. If you run that math out, I think you will 10 times out of 10 see that ALTR provides the needed functionality at a price point that these other solutions just can't touch. And that's going to be very important. So I think that's good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us Ask Away Wednesday. Hopefully that answered your question or gave you some insight. As always, if you have questions that you'd like us to answer, please comment in the box down below. They don't have to be easy questions. They can be hard questions. So thank you very much for your time.